Witness my glorious return to brewing. The Bulldog Brewer lives again. Hooray! It's been resurrected from the dead and is currently heating up to 66 degrees Celsius, ready for mashing in. Yes, my dad did a bit of a bodge job on it, but it's working and I can brew again, so I will. What am I brewing though, you may ask? I am brewing Fuller's ESB from the Graham Wheeler Cameras Brew Your Own British Ales book. I've got to try and find the recipe now, it's in here somewhere. So yes, yeah, my dad just did a little bit of a job and it's working again, so I thought I'd get a pre-Christmas brew in. Doubt it'll be ready in time for New Year's, which is when I wanted it for, but never mind. It will be ready for January. No, I need to find the recipe. Fuller's ESB, here we go. Fuller's ESB. So, I'll do 23 litres, so 5,060 grams of pale malt. I'll be using Warminster Marisota as always. And 500 grams of crystal malt. Hooray! Start of the boil, 17 grams of Target hops, 9 grams of Challenger and 9 grams of Northdown. I ought to check I actually have these hops because I don't know. And then the last 10 minutes, 12 grams of Golding hops, Protoflock tablet, and then dry hop with a few cones of Golding. Sounds very nice. I'll be using that Dansters London ESB yeast, something like that, I can't remember. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be brewing. Yes, I'm going to check see if I've got the ingredients now, otherwise this is going to be a bit of a waste of breath, but never mind.
The next day.
So, yesterday's brew day was not fated to be. Trying to measure out the malt for the grist was impossible, seeing how my scales packed up. 1 minute it was reading 20 grams, 1 minute it's 30, then it was 10, then it's 4, then it's 5, and it's kept changing, without even any weight on it. So I had to buy some new scales, and then once they arrived, put my boiler up to temperature and the bloody boiler stopped working. The same problem I've had with the buttons, so I've actually had to take the control panel out of the device, out of the Bulldog Brewer, and have it separate so I can actually use it. I'll show you a picture of that in a sec. But we're brewing today, hooray! So I brought some new scales, finished off a sack of malt, which I've had for a while, started a new sack of malt, finished off some crystal malt, opened a new sack of that. So yes, it's all good. Going to leave the smashing till about, let's have a look, to about 2 o'clock I think, and it's now 10 to 1, and then I'll add the hops in, so I'll just show you the thingy over there. Anyway. Yeah, so rather a desperate course of action to be able to use the Bulldog Brewer, but oh well. You see there we've just got the gristers in there. So 5 kilos, well 5.06 kilos of Marisota, and then 500 grams of crystal malt. I'll restart circulation in a sec. Starting to look the right colour. It was very murky earlier, but yeah, it looks like a good ESB sort of colour, doesn't it? Looney time! Just starting the sparge. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Jolly good. Fun, fun, fun for all the family. And now a Christmas joke before we start the boil. What is a penguin's favourite breakfast? Ice Krispies. Wait a minute, is that a Christmas joke or is that a penguin joke? Oh well, that's all you're going to get from me. So it is the start of the boil. I have got 17 grams of Target hops on the left, 9 grams of Challenger, which is sort of where my thumb is, and 9 grams of Northern Brewer, I think, or Northdown, on the two. I think they're very similar hops, so chuck them in. Start of the boil. It is now 2:45. Hooray! The last 10 minutes of the boil, in go 15 grams of East Kent Goldings and 1 protoflock. Just adding 100 grams of brewing sugar as well. We seem to have quite a lot of wort still, so more than I was expecting. So I'm just going to add this just to make sure I've hit my targets in terms of OGs. So yeah, just chuck that in there like that. Lovely job. Lovely job. So we've started the recirculation to help cool down. I've got the wort cooler in there as well, cooling away. We've rehydrated the yeast and we've got a drink to drink. As long as I don't get confused between the two, we should be alright. Yes, let's get this down to temperature. Huzzah. So we've transferred into the fermenter. And I have pitched the yeast using London ESB yeast. So that is the end of brew day. That last addition of sugar was probably unnecessary. The recipe said I should have got 1054 on the hydrometer, and I in fact got 1066. So I was pretty good there with the efficiency. Using this London ESB yeast, which we'll see how that turns out. Going to dry hop in a few days' time with some East Kent Goldings, as the recipe suggests. Did want to have this for New Year's on cask, but that's unlikely seeing it's now the 23rd of December and it's sort of got 10 days to ferment and then a week to condition, so yeah, that's never going to happen, is it? Sadly. However, it is my birthday at the end of January, so perhaps I'll chuck that in a tin for my birthday, bottle a couple of beers up, and yes, that's probably the best thing for it, to be honest. Have a little party, a couple of people around, that sort of thing, drink lots of beer. Seems good. So yes, that's going to be bubbling away soon, hopefully. Yes, dry hoppage in a bit, a couple of days, and yeah, fairly good brew day. Got very moist in here though, a lot of condensation despite having both fans going, so yeah, it's been raining internally in the brew shed, but oh well. Tidy up time now, so I'll be getting on with that. Just remains for me to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and yes, I might see you before then, I might not, who knows, probably not, but yes, have a good one, and yeah, all the best for 2019. Au revoir.